Good afternoon. My name is Christiane Weir, and I am a certified Optavia health coach. And I just want to welcome you to health coaching. I am super excited that you decided to join us and help other people transform their lives and connect you with our amazing health coaching community. And it's one of the best decisions that I ever made in my life, coming up on 12 years ago. So I'm just going to give you some action steps to get your website set up and kind of get you rolling into your coaching. Don't want you to feel overwhelmed, so just some small steps to do. Feel free to pause the video and make whatever I'm explaining happen while you're doing it, and then you can just be done with that section. So first, I am going to share my screen and have you just go to Optavia Connect. This is where you are going to set up your website. So as you can see, Optavia Connect is what you will put in the bar there. And then I'm not going to put sign in because that would take me to my site. So I'm going to stop sharing for a second. And I am going to teach you how to say Optavia. Would you like to know how to say Optavia and remember it? So just think about Mamma Mia and think Optavia. So it's all in where you're putting the symbol, the emphasis. So Optavia, Mamma Mia. So hopefully that's helpful. Everybody mispronounces it, so don't even feel badly. Okay, I'm going to go back to screen sharing. And now what I did is once I got into Optavia Connect, I pushed the button up at the top that says Manage My Site. So the first thing I'm going to have you do is go ahead and put a picture in there. So hopefully you have a picture on your computer and you just click the little pencil and you can upload a picture. Now, the reason this is important is this is your picture that will be on your co-branded site. So when your clients do go to your site, they're going to know it's you. The second thing I want to show you, just make sure all of this information in here is correct for you. And you're going to scroll down to let's see, to your website, this one. So as you can see on mine, my website is already here. Yours should be your ID number. If you're a newer coach, it will be 12000 and a big long number .optavia.com. So you can click on the little pencil and put your own name there. It's super simple just to do first and last name, or, Coach Christiane Weir, or, whatever you want. So go ahead and do that. If you choose a name that's already taken, it'll tell you and it won't let you have that name. So just be, be patient. You might have to put a number with it or something like that. The other thing I want you to do is grab your ID number from right there, write it down, save it on your phone, because we're going to use that later. Again, just make sure all that information is correct. Coming down to the bottom, about me, you can just leave that the way it is. It's compliant, it's fine. You can come back there and write your story, and then Optavia will have to read it and make sure it's all compliant. So don't worry about that step right now. Next is before and after pictures. So I had a journey, and so my before and after pictures there. I probably should update my after picture because it's old, but that's okay. If you don't have a transformation story, that's okay. Just share a picture of you being fit and healthy, and you can go back and tell your story of why you decided to help other people. If you are in process, you can put a deering, my deering picture. during your transformation. Okay, so the next thing that I want you to do is go over and click on Optavia Pay. And mine isn't going to work because mine's already set up. But when you go there, what you're going to see is just a way to put in your checking and savings account number. And that is how Optavia will pay you. You can either have it put onto a debit card and then it just sits there on the card and waits for you to use it. Or you can have it weekly transferred automatically into a checking or savings account. So go ahead and set that up. Like I said, if you need to pause, go ahead and pause. Okay, so the last thing that I want to show you is, sorry, I'm just going to go back here for a minute. And I got to share my screen again. Okay, so the last thing that I want to show you, there often is confusion just with newer coaches. So you have two sites. One is your Optavia Connect that I just showed you, and your second is your co-branded site. And I don't know, well, it's not even showing me, but that's okay. Your co-branded site is where you will place your client orders. A big mistake, and this is not where I'm going to tell you, share about placing your client's first order, but I just want to say this one thing. A lot of times we want to log in. If we log in, we're actually going to end up on our coach's site. So we don't want to do that. When we are going shopping, we're helping a client, our very first clients get started, we're going to go to optavia.com or our co-branded site like mine, drweir.optavia.com. We're going to click on shop, and then we are going to go shopping. And after we get everything in the cart, that's when we will go to checkout. We'll put in their email and all of that. Like I said, I'm not going to go into detail here, but just wanted to get a little clarity for all of you. So I will stop sharing once again. And then the next thing that you will do is your coach is going to invite you to the Optavia Agents of Transformation page. You'll notice in there, there's about 33,000 people. So that is for all Optavia coaches in its entirety. So that's why there's so many people in there. But go ahead and join that page. Lots of great information in there on the weekly calls, on updates, if things are coming back into stock, those types of things. So that's how Optavia communicates with all of its health coaches. The second page you will be invited to is our Chasing Dreams 2021 page. This is a coaching page just for people on my immediate team. So this is where I will communicate with all of you that are on my team. We'll, post a lot of the same things that are in the Agents of Transformation page about the weekly calls, the Wednesday night calls, any updates you need to know, if there's incentives or things going on, those will all be shared in the Chasing Dreams page. Also, a couple of things I just want you to put rocks in your calendar. So for new coaches, all coaches, we all have our Monday night leadership call from 5 to 6 for us West Coasters. We have a lot of dinners with Dr. A. But that is led by Dr. Anderson and other field leaders. It's, updates on the company, people that have ranked up, it's just a lot of motivation and encouragement for coaches. The second half hour is field led, and that is, where we're getting trained as health coaches on maybe a certain skill. So block that on your calendar, Monday from 5 to 6. The other thing that we are getting back to starting next Tuesday is from 7 to 8, we're going to do a team power hour. It's kind of team time, and then also probably some skills and some working together. And we would love for you to join on that. If you have questions, ask away. Okay. The next thing I want you to do is grab your phone. And I want you to text. So in the text, line where you would put somebody's phone number, you're going to put 99000. If you are already a client, you probably texted Optavia 30 to 99000, and that reminds you of those Wednesday night Habits of Health calls. By texting Optavia Coach, no spaces, to that 99000, you will get reminded of the Monday night call, which is super helpful. Okay, even though that's already a block in your calendar. So they're not going to spam you. That's just basically those two calls you'll get reminded of. The next thing I want you to do is create a new contact for Optavia. The number for Optavia is 888-678-2842 or 888-Optavia, which those are the numbers that match. This will all be in the link below, so you can add that. The reason we want to have Optavia's number, if we need help with an order, if a client needs help with a return or an order, we can shoot off that number and say, give Optavia a call. They can help you with those kinds of things. We don't need to be hero coaches. We don't need to always call and do that for our clients. I mean, certainly if somebody's really struggling, we're going to help them, but don't feel like you have to do everything. We want to empower our clients to, like take charge and do it. You can also reach nutrition support through that number. For us West Coasters, again, nutrition support is only open till 5 Eastern. So Monday through Friday, like super early, probably 6 to 5 Eastern. Don't quote me on those times, but they are done at 2 o'clock for us West Coasters. So if you want to get a message to nutrition support and call them, you need to call before 2. Okay. For clients calling nutrition support, we want to, if they're having issues, they certainly can call nutrition support. We don't want them to call and say, can I have this or that? Like, they need to be talking to their coach for those kinds of things. So I think that is it. So you should be able to have your website set up, have those rocks on your calendar, have getting those coach reminders from Optavia Coach, having Optavia in your phone. And then when you're done with all those steps, reach out to your mentor coach and say, hey, I am done with module 1. What do I do next? Okay. Thank you for joining us.